Well, good morning from a snowy England. So, you're too old to draw. Oh, I see. Oh, you can't draw? You can't draw at all? Oh, I see. So how old are you? Right. Oh, you're 798. Ah! You're still young. Go get your pencil, go get your paper, go get your pens, whatever you want. Let's do some drawing. There's no excuse. Okay, so today we're going to do something. We're going to try and get an exercise to kind of get us back into the fun of drawing. And one of the things that a lot of people do is a lot of people think it's some kind of very big technical achievement. It's a primeval thing. It's like cavemen picked up charcoal or bits of burnt stick and paint and berries and painted on the walls. You know, making a piece of art is as natural as making a sandwich or something like that. You know, taking the dog for a walk. So we are going to get into something today. We're going to draw, and we are going to draw somebody. Okay? Now, you have the choice. You can invent a person, and you can invent a person with big glasses and funny hair and whatever, a kilt, if you wish. Or you could think about somebody that you know and you could kind of base your drawings on. Since I live alone here with myself and Mr. Miro, the only person I can draw is Mr. Miro or myself. So, since we are going to be drawing a person, I'll draw me. Okay? Be easier. Besides, if I draw Mr. Miro, he might get angry. So, we're going to draw a person, and we're going to start off with looking at that person. And the way you start off is you look at that person. You say, okay, well, he's got glasses. He's got yellow glasses. He's got bent and buckled up old head, and a bent and buckled up old hat on top of that bent and buckled up old head. And he wears a scarf, and he's got a funny pair of stripy trousers on. So that's what we're going to think about today. Looking at that person and seeing what is interesting about that person. If you're choosing a person that, you know, has nothing distinguishing about them, then choose somebody else. Choose somebody that wears glasses or has a funny hairstyle or, you know, has a 3-foot nose or big googly eyes or something that you can kind of draw. Or dresses elaborate and funny and wears scarves or something, okay? So, I'm going to start off and I'm going to make it as fun and as silly as possible. So, I'm going to start off with my head. Now I've got kind of little kind of wonky ears, and I've got two little diamonds in my ears. Not real diamonds, of course, but don't tell anybody. And we're just going to start off anyway. You can start off with the nose. You can start off with the eye. Today I've started off with an ear. I don't know why. And I've got my glasses sitting on my... Let's get in and draw some... And don't worry about things being perfect. Don't worry about drawing things exactly as you see them. There is this part of your brain in there, and it's a little bit of a wild part of your brain that has called imagination. And you're going to draw something, a pair of glasses. I wear kind of like long square glasses, and I'm going to make them even more square. And I'm going to make them all a bit wobbly and buckled just for extra appeal and fun. Now I've got little... Let's get on. Let's do my nose. Okay, so let's get on. Do my nose. I don't really have a point on my nose, but it's got like a little... And we're just going to have fun with it, you know. We're just going to go in and just have fun. A friend of mine drew me the last time I saw her. She drew me, and she hates the drawing, but I love it. I actually have it framed on my wall over there, and it was just a funny drawing of me, and I thought it was delightful. I thought it was absolutely lovely. Now I have this kind of wild and wicked mustache, so I'm going to draw that wild, and sometimes it's in control and it looks lovely, and sometimes it's just like there's a wild animal under my nose. So I'm just going to try and draw it maybe how it looks today. It's a little bit wild today. But it's been with me for a very, very, very long time, so it's kind of here to stay, you know. So think about your person as you're drawing them, and don't worry too much about what it looks like. This is about your journey, your fun, okay? And it doesn't matter if, like, for me, it's like if you can't draw the hat, then just draw something that looks hat-ish. Okay? It really, really does not matter. We're trying to get into this feeling that anybody can draw anything, and everybody has this art gene in their body. Every single person, whether you use it or not. And if you're not using it, why not? Get out there and do some art. Even if you're drawing your neighbor, or you're drawing your auntie, or you're drawing your granddad asleep in the chair, or whatever you're drawing today, do it. Okay? Now my hat is a little bit bent and buckled over the years, so I'm going to get a brush to do this. You don't have to. You can just kind of, you can just use whatever you want, and that is the point. You can use whatever you want, and you can do whatever you want. If you want to paint with colored pencils, do so. If you want to draw a green man sitting on an orange sofa, do so. That's the whole point of art. It's expressing your feelings, expressing you, expressing an emotion. And for me, it's one of the most beautiful gifts that we have. And everybody has it. So don't give me this rubbish that you can't draw. I just don't believe you. Cavemen could draw. You know, when you're born and you're a little child, you draw. So now you're an old fart, you should be much more happy to draw it. Much more happy to release yourself from this terrible, terrible, terrible thing that you tell yourself. You can draw. You can. Then I'm going to try and do my little smile, because I do try to smile every day. Got a couple of wrinkles now, so I'll have to draw those in. And I have a long wicked beard, and I'm going to draw it into a big swirl, because I love swirls of everything. And you could, you know, if you don't know who you could draw your cat, or you could draw yourself like I'm doing. I don't have anybody here to draw except Mr. Miro, so drawing myself is just as much fun. Okay? I'm going to darken up around my ear. was disappearing. Let's draw my other ear out there just to make it a little bit more goofy looking. Nothing wrong with making yourself look a little bit goofy. You have to laugh at yourself a little bit, right? Here's my eyebrows tucked in there. So, I've got this idea that I'm going to, and just you draw the way you want to draw. I want you to draw you, okay? The way that you draw, the way that you think is the exciting part of this drawing. It is the whole point that I've got this idea that I want to kind of have myself bending over in a thoughtful pose, like that kind of thing. Ooh, like I'm having a great idea. And for all the people that are subscribed to my channel, all the new people to this channel, I love you all. You're all amazing, and I'm so happy to have you join my adventures and my passionate desire to get everybody on this planet back to drawing, back to expressing themselves, back to having fun in their day. And art is an amazing way to get back to being fun. And you can just go bash if you want. And you can go splash, 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 splash if you want. Because it's your drawing and it's your picture. Okay? Now I've got, what have I got today? Butterflies? Or flowers? Right, well let's get some flowers on my scarf. And we are just trying to loosen those brain cells, okay? You know, getting that second brain a little bit alive, a little bit excited about what we're doing here. And we are trying to get a little bit of the feeling. And we are just starting the movement. We are just trying to get into that feeling of beginning art again. Maybe you haven't drawn for years and years and years and squillions of years. So it doesn't matter. Art will never leave you. You know, it's kind of like, as they say, it's like riding a bike. Though you don't fall off. So, you know, also doing art is not like learning to be an electrician or something. You know, you're not going to get electrocuted and die or anything like that. There's nothing that can go wrong. And it's not like running. You don't have to get off your butt every morning at 6 o'clock and go and run for 10 million billion miles. It's not about that either. This is about just moving those fingers and using a couple of those little brain cells in the back of your head, getting them excited. That's all we're doing today. And we're just going to get back into drawing, back into the love of drawing. And as with most things, the more you do it, the more you will love it and the more you will want to do it. So draw a little bit today and then draw a little bit tomorrow. And if you've got a very busy work schedule, then do a little bit of drawing every time you sit down at the end of the day. Oh, what a tough day I've had. Sit down. Oh, it was a really tough day today. Get a little notepad, get a little pen and just doodle a monkey or something. Okay? And I usually wear a big coat. I usually wear a big long black coat when I walk in the park. And it's something that I have worn for years and years and years and years. And as with most of my kind of clothing that I like, I've got a few coats. Mostly they're all black. I've got a couple of other beautiful kind of grey ones, but my coats are usually quite simple. And I have a lovely bird skull on my coat, and my friend has a bird skull necklace, and it's quite a beautiful object, and it sits on my jacket, and I've had that for years too, many years, and it's got all these kind of like Celtic kind of patterns onto it. So I'm going to just squiggle your line down. Don't be all, just put it down. Just go bang like that. And it will make the excitement and the adrenaline pump through your body more. So I've got this idea that I'm going to have a notebook in my hand. As everywhere I go, I like to take my notebook and I like to scribble up ideas. And I'm going to, how am I going to hold that? I'm going to have my finger around there. How would I hold a notebook? Hold it like that, right? So I've got my thumb over the top. My big gnarly thumb is holding my little notebook. There's my little notebook. Lots of pages. Just draw lots of lines. There'll be the pages for your notebook. So if you are getting back to drawing, please subscribe or come and join me or send me a comment and tell me what you think of today's drawing lesson. And it's not really a lesson, because I really would like to see that this is a call for action or something like that, you know. Come and get wild with your art. Show me your art. Get your drawing and your art feelings back into motion. Let's do some lovely squiggles in there. All my brain thinking. Usually that's how my brain thinks, in squiggles. I'm a squiggle thinker. I'm a squiggly doodler. Yeah, let me draw a little panda in there, because I've been thinking a lot about my little panda recently. And he's got big ears like that. And he's got little tufts of hair on the top. And he's got another ear over there with some kind of... And that is my big panda there. In my notebook, and I've written a lovely little story about him. There's his fingers. That is my clunking and clanking. Well, I saw that earlier. Where was it? Was it there? Oh no, it was over here. It was over here. It was over here. It was over here. Go out and treat yourself today. Go and get a clunking and clanking book. Look, there you are. You can find it on Amazon. Or if you like comics, it'll be quite cute and fun. Or if you like some kind of naughty, messy ink drawings, you can go and get a cat book, which is this one over here. Look at this. You can go and get a cat book, which is all these drawings in there. Go and get yourself some art, some fun drawings to look at. Okay? Cat. Over on YouTube. I need to push my books a little bit more because I need to make some sales. And as always, at the top of my YouTube page, there is a little thing next to my logo. There is a little PayPal where you could give a small donation to keep this YouTube channel ticking along, keeping the support for the channel. I do have a shop, but sales are very, very, very small for some reason. I do try. And all your donations go towards only the channel. They go towards buying my gallons of liquids of ink and my paper, which I go through massive amounts of paper. And I'm going to do this. I really want to draw another hand, so I'm going to draw another hand there, kind of holding a big pen with a big nib on the end of it. And I do use liters of ink. So if you're an ink company, send me some free samples. I will do a whole video on your ink. But I have to have like 10 million people following me before these companies listen. But I've had 10 million years of experience, you know. I've worked for Disney and for all of those companies. And my experience is huge. And you can go and find out all about me on my KieronSeamons.com if you're so interested. And there is my, let's get my shirt collar in there. I do love a good shirt. If any of you people make jackets, like suit jackets, if you make shirts, if you make clothing, send me something delicious. Bigger than a 42 because I'm a 42 chest, but I like to move it when I'm drawing. If you know what I mean. I'm a very constantly moving type of person. And there we have some of the things that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to add in the fact that I've always got a notebook. I'm trying to put in the fact that I have a scarf and I have a funny hat and funny glasses and such. So and let's get a brush for that bit. Following on that lovely feeling of my big, thick, heavy coat. And that's it, just flick and splash and do whatever you want with your drawing. It is your drawing after all. And it is your expression and your feeling after all. Now I need to draw my stripy trousers. My beautiful, beautiful stripy trousers. And I am definitely not shy about dressing the way I the way I want to. Being who I am, and is what you should do too. You should be who you want and not what people think you should be. That's an important message. And I'm going to draw some dapper shoes. I do love shoes. I love shoes. Is it wrong for a man to love shoes? You always hear about women having like 200 pairs of shoes and stuff like that, but I do love shoes. I do. I have orange shoes and green shoes and all such. In fact, I have a lovely pair of orange shoes that my friend bought for me as a gift. So I will draw these as my orange shoes today. And these are all the parts that you can add to your drawing. When you're drawing people, you can kind of draw them in a way that you might see that they always carry a bag, you know, or something like that. And you can draw them. And the addition of the bag, or the addition of their glasses, or the addition of their hairstyle will dictate a lot about what this person looks like. And how people see them, how you see them. More importantly here is about how you see that person. It's not about how they are, you know. It's like, you know, I wear a hat and I love wearing hats, but like when I'm having a bath, I don't always wear a hat in the bath. So, you know. So enjoy your drawing today. Enjoy your creation today. And make sure at the end of your creation, make sure you put your name on it. Because this is the start of a new adventure. Getting back into your art. Getting back into releasing your mind from the... Put your iPad down. Put your telephone down. Switch this video off. Go and draw. Okay? When you get back, don't turn the TV on. Just get a sketchbook and just sketch a dog or a cat or a pigeon or a donkey or a dinosaur, or draw me, or draw your Uncle George, or whatever. Today is about starting the new you, the new artistic you. And come and join me in the Funki Doodlers, because that's what this is all about. This whole movement of getting back to drawing is a Funki Doodler, and that's what we are. Actually, it's quite cute. It's my rest of my arm there. That's quite a nice drawing, you see? We did no plan for it. We didn't think about what we were going to do. And in the end, we drew a really cool portrait of the crazy man that walks through Crawley Town with a notebook and a pen and drawing crazy things for you all day in his little hideaway house. With his flower scarf and his wonderful mustache and his delightfully delicious hat. So, that is a lovely picture. I'm really pleased with that. And the whole fact is this has come from just wanting to try and start an arty day. Get away from those thoughts that you cannot draw. You can. You can. All those people that are giving you all those rules in all those lessons. Don't do that. Don't do that. You must do this. You have to do that. Rubbish. You need a pen and you need a piece of paper. That's it. Okay? Then you just got to get this moving. This thinking. Start to get your brain moving along. That's it. That's all you need. You do not need to buy their course. Don't buy their course. You don't need to go out and buy their how to do this or that. You don't need it. All you need is you. And my channel is free, and you can come and you can look through all the drawings and you can just get excited. Just get excited about drawing. Get excited about doing artwork. Get excited about finding you. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't that sound beautiful? Right. So, today, get your pens out. Get your drawing going. Today. Please start. You will not understand how much fun you're going to have. And if you're making a little bit of a mess, it's okay. Tell the person that you share your house with that you love them. And you'll clean it up later. That's what I always tell Mr. Miro. I say, I'll clean it later. Honest, I will. Sometimes Mr. Miro looks at me as if to say, you're messy. You're terribly messy. I'm the dog. I should be the messy one. So, we have finished our delightful, absolutely fantastic drawing today. And I love it. I'm very pleased with it. Let's just give our book a nice big black edge just to refine it. So, hopefully you have also done a drawing. You have got into this beautiful world of art and you have reignited this gorgeous part of you that is going to do some art, and you're going to express yourself, and you're going to draw whatever you want in any way you want, any color you want, with any tool you want, pencil, pen, biro, big thick black marker or paintbrush. But do it today. Go and start your art journey today. And I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear how you got on. I would love to hear about your drawing today. And I would love to know what you think of my self-doodle today. I love you all. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for supporting me. And I will see you all again for some more drawings. Start drawing today. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.